Hello, it's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now for today's topic, gearing up for the big game. I'll let you do some welcomes and I'm going to do some sharing.
Excellent. Well, thank you. Good evening and welcome to Loving Life Now's Facebook page. And a big welcome to all those that are joining us on the Facebook Live for this evening. We have got a fantastic topic and I'm excited about this one. It's called Gearing Up for the Big Game. And I'm such a sports fanatic that I'm really looking forward to this topic. But I don't really think that the topic's about what I think it is, right?
No.
Well, since I actually organised the topic for tonight, I'm sure it's not about my love for sport.
It is definitely.
But anyway, as you join us, let us know you're here. We'd love to welcome you. So pop your details in the comments. Peggy Crane over in WA. Well, a big good afternoon, early evening for you. Nice to see you here, Peggy. Hello, Shani. Great to have you guys here live from Sydney. So 8:30 down in Sydney, 7:30 here in Queensland.
It is.
So as you join us on Facebook, let us know you're here. Pop your details in the comments. We'd love to personally welcome you to the stream. Let us know where you're streaming from. Carly Brook, hello. Hi, Carly. But where are you streaming from, Carly? Let us know. Karen says, hi, guys, from Mitchell. Hello, Karen. I don't know where Mitchell is, but you're always in a different place.
Michelle
Collins. Hi, everyone. Great to be here. Michelle, we know you're on the Gold Coast, so welcome to you. Kim. Hello from Robina. Cheryl's here. Cheryl says hello from Sydney this evening. Hi from Cheryl. Good evening from Mitchell in Queensland. Stephen's here as well. Hello, Brian James, streaming in from Perth.
Calling in.
Brian.
Did you say calling in?
I was about to say calling in. Sally Dalziel. Hello, Sally from New Zealand. Hope we are well. We are well, thank you.
And hello everyone over here on TikTok. We're streaming live
Carly
on Facebook.
Brooks says hello. Carly's in South Australia. Hello, Carly. We've got Carly in Newcastle. Carly Higgett, welcome. Thanks for joining us from Newcastle this evening. Michelle Peel, hello. Calling in from Currumbin on the Gold Coast. I said calling in again. She's streaming in. They're live. I don't know. I'm so used to, people calling in on a phone call.
We've been doing streams for a very long time.
I don't know what it is. All right, Karen says, love your pink hair, Lee.
Thank you. Bit of pink. I got new pink nails today too.
She did. She got new nails.
So pretty.
Karina says, hi. Karina Kenny. Hello, Karina.
All right,
thanks
one
for
more
joining
share.
us.
I'm getting totally distracted.
Lee's just doing a couple of shares and then we'll get underway. But we've got a great topic this evening called Gearing Up for the Big Game. While we're doing that, Lee, we featured on our company's Facebook page yesterday.
We did.
People had a big congratulations to us on the Facebook page. What was the figure? We earned over $38,000 profit in the last 14 days in our business. US dollars in the last 14 days in our business. So we feature on the company's Facebook page, which was a great honour to be on there.
It was.
Of course, great privilege to be featured. So that was pretty exciting.
It was.
Great way to start our week.
It definitely was. Our month, you mean, 2 weeks.
No, but I'm talking about great way to start the week featuring on the page, right?
Yes.
And we've had more sales come in today. So
yeah, we have.
Yeah, we are super rocking it here on the Gold Coast.
Rocking it. Hey,
life
Alia.
is good. Alia, hello. Good evening.
All right, I've done the sharing and we are ready to rock and roll.
All right, well, let's get this underway. So as I said, we've got a great topic this evening, which is called Gearing Up for the Big Game. And I'm like, right, we are going out there. Gabby said great photo of us as well on the company's Facebook page. So thanks, Gabby. And Alia says, hey, Simon, hi. Julie Jeffrey, hello from Adelaide. G'day, Julie.
Oh, Greg's on too.
Greg's here. Hello, Greg.
And we've got Nathaniel
Greg
and quite a few others over
Greg.
here on TikTok
Michelle Collins,
too.
congrats. Privileged to be in your team. Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right, so gearing up for a big game. I looked at this topic and I thought, I'm so excited about this. Because the footy's back, right? I've watched the NRL on the weekend. The AFL starts tomorrow night. Do you believe it?
Wow.
Do you believe it? Michelle Peel, AFL game tomorrow night. The season starts Wednesday night. So I'm excited. F1's back this weekend. The V8s have already started. So life is coming back to normal.
Simon is a very happy boy.
Got all the sport coming back, which I just love. So I was pretty excited. And when I read the topic, gearing up for the bigger game, Lee, I thought, well, we're about to play football. So, but it's not what it's about, right?
Oh, and something you'll be disappointed about. So apparently James is going to the Formula One. In Melbourne.
In Melbourne?
Yeah, I said,
Bastard.
Does he need a friend?
Are you serious?
Yeah, he is. Mel told me today. I said, he needs a friend.
I looked at the Mercedes corporate box. We had an invitation to go with Mercedes because we've got one, and they invited us to the Formula One Grand Prix, and we can go in the Mercedes box. I think it was $3,200 for 2 days per person.
How was that all?
I'm pretty sure it was per person. I don't think that was for 2 people.
I can think of better things to buy with that.
I thought, I want to go to the F1, but I don't need to pay $6,500 for 2 people in the Mercedes corporate box.
No.
I might get to meet Lewis Hamilton. That could be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
But I don't know whether $6,500 is a good investment of my money to do that.
No.
But anyway, so I could put it into crypto and watch it go back up and make more money, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so it's not... So the topic this evening is not about sport. It's not about football. It's about playing a bigger game in life. So we live in a busy, complex world today. Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely.
Everyone's playing full out, or are they?
No.
Right. So
Not everybody.
Is everyone playing full out? Not everybody. But people are busy in general, and time is scarce. Time's limited for people. So they're really sort of considering as to, what's the biggest excuse people give you?
I don't have enough time.
Yeah.
Or I don't have enough money.
It's the biggest excuse that people will give you.
Not enough time and not enough money.
If you hear people say to you, I was too busy, I haven't got enough time, that's just a BS story, because we all have the same amount of time. It's how we prioritise the time that makes a difference, right? Mm-hmm. So how do we spend our time? What do we spend our time on? And what people generally spend their time on is things that are important to them.
Yes.
So they choose priorities and they invest time into those things. And sometimes we have different priorities. And others, those that are successful, tend to invest their time in things that are more relevant, that are going to make them more money.
Absolutely. Right? So 2 comments. So Greg says, rubbish, you will not regret it. Believe me.
Greg, I have been to the Formula One, just to clarify. So I've been to the Formula One in Melbourne. It was when the V8s were there as well, so they were a support category. And I went with Dick Johnson Racing many years ago and loved it. Had a great weekend. And I actually won it because I donated $8,000 to the Children's Hospital on the Sunshine Coast. And it was a prize that they were giving away for the highest donation. And I donated $8,000. So in effect, it cost me $8,000 to go, right?
True.
But I had a great weekend. It was great. They paid for my airfares, accommodation,
cool.
The corporate box.
But I wasn't there.
No, you weren't there.
So there was someone asked how we would get into the business we're in. Brad, there's a link on my bio. If you jump on there, the website's there.
So anyway, let's go to the topic. So time is scarce. People have limited time. But unfortunately, most people are stuck in life playing what, Lee? What are they playing?
A smaller game.
A smaller game than what?
They'd like to.
Than they'd like to. So people get stuck playing a smaller game in life. Now, what does this mean? What does it mean to play a smaller game? You might be joining us thinking, what's he talking about? Like, what
are you talking about?
What is a smaller game in life? Well, a person who plays a smaller game could be somebody like this, right? It could be somebody who's in a job. Mm-hmm. They're applying themselves and their effort on a day-to-day basis, and they look to raise the bar in their job, right? So they're putting in the effort. They want to raise the bar. They're looking to get promotions, or they're looking to be rewarded for their efforts. But time goes on. Right? Time passes.
Yeah.
And there's no real achievement of anything significant that comes about.
Right. Okay. So they're in the same place as they were when they got started.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So they put in the time, they put in the effort, they think they're doing the right thing, they're playing a game, they want to raise the bar, but they're held back by the job, right? So there's no real achievement, nothing really of any significance happens. Yeah. And some spend time avoiding office politics. Now, have you ever been in a work environment where it's full of office politics?
Yep, the water cooler chat.
Well, it's people talking behind each other's backs. There's a whole range of things.
It's just like high school, really.
Well, it can be, right? But it also can be about people wanting to be above other people, so they want to better themselves. Down. Absolutely. So office politics tries to consistently pull people down by the games that others play. So others get involved in it.
Yeah.
And they try and compete against each other. Now, office politics is, do you think it's playing a big game or a smaller game?
A small game.
It's playing a small game. Now, expending your talents at a routine job is also a small game. So if you've got some great talents, you need to put those to use. I mean, 14 years ago, I was working in a sales and business management role, and I thought, 22 years I've worked for other people. Why am I doing this? Why don't I go and find a business that I can do from home for myself and partner with something? I didn't know what it was, but something that's going to allow me to create something greater, some form of success, because I just felt like if I stayed there, I'd just play a smaller game, right?
You wouldn't be challenged.
I wouldn't be challenged. So, and of course, you've got talents, you've got life skills that you've developed over that time. So why not channel those into something that's going to benefit you and make you more?
Yep, absolutely.
Now, small games can also take more time. They can also take what?
Energy and become consuming.
Yeah. So take a lot of your energy, right? When you're playing a smaller game, you can be sapped of energy. And but of course, playing a bigger game is what you really need to be doing. But how do we do that? How do we
I don't
play?
know, you tell me.
How do we play a bigger game? Let's talk about what a big game refers to. So in our personal development program, which is where we get these topics from, playing a bigger game refers to a game that one attempts to create that is the greatest good for the most people involved. So are we doing something that many people are going to benefit from?
Or is it just for us?
Yeah, and if it's just for us, then that's not a bigger game. That's probably selfish, right? So it's got to be something where many people benefit. Now, each person follows a higher set of ethical standards, those that are playing a bigger game. So they've got a higher level of ethical standards that they follow.
Like honesty, integrity, all those kind of things.
Yep.
The big game is more desirable.
Why is that? Why is it more desirable?
Because there's bigger rewards at the end. Not just for you, but for everybody.
That's the key, right? It can pay off. A bigger game can pay off and be much greater in a variety of ways.
Yeah.
It's not just financial. It could be satisfaction, right? Career satisfaction, job satisfaction. Could be just your mental health could be better, right? You could meet the love of your life like I did.
You could. Lucky.
So
lucky.
So it can be, you can be playing a bigger game and there can be a variety of benefits. And certainly, Lee and I have found benefits in the bigger game we played.
Friends with benefits.
That's right. All right, so those who participate are able to create what? Life satisfaction and what else? So if you're playing a bigger game, you participate, you're able to create life satisfaction.
And success to a much higher degree.
Yes, you do. You really create a greater level of success. Now, let's talk about a big game is about taking more responsibility. What else?
Learning new things.
Yep. It's about applying new concepts to your life.
And a person is measured by their success, not failures.
Now that's a key, isn't it? So how do people get measured in life? They get measured by their success.
Yes.
People don't measure you by failure.
That would suck if they did.
Yeah, a lot of people get really scared that they're measured by their failures, right?
Yeah.
So what's one of the biggest things that people that create success do? They fail, but
Many
they
times.
overcome their failures.
They fail but redo it again and again and again until they succeed.
Correct. So they find a better solution, they go about it a different way, and they move on to create success. So success is therefore a result of
trial and error.
Excellent. It is. All right, now let's talk about what a small game is about. So what's a small game about? A small game is about blaming and passing the buck. Wasn't me. Wasn't my fault.
Me. I didn't do it.
I had nothing to do with it. Must have been her.
It's always me. Always blame me. It's also bullying.
Oh, don't let me.
And arm twisting.
Bullying and arm twisting.
Stop twisting my arm.
And it's also about taking credit from others.
You're good at that one.
Yeah.
So Shane's really good at that one.
Yeah, I'm going to take credit for everything we do. So it's taking credit from others, but it's also undermining others to outshine them. And I think, if you think about life and your work environments, like, do you have this going on? Think about it. I'm sure you do, right? You've got blaming, you got people passing the buck, you got people bullying, you've got people twisting somebody else's arm to get their own way, right? Oh, come on, if you do this, I'll do this for you. And there's a bit of that, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Taking credit from others, that happens in work environments. And
Absolutely.
people, it could be your idea and somebody else gets up and says, oh, I come up with this great idea, and it was a water cooler chat that you had, right?
Yeah.
And it's undermining others. And these are small game tactics. So these tactics are how people play life small. Now, small game is about working the system. A lot of people, they work the system to play a smaller game. They want to play, it's a bit like a chess game. They want to move the pieces around. They'll tell lies and half-truths.
Yep.
What else?
And get away with things.
They do. But they also exaggerate things bigger than they are.
Oh, we know people like that.
We do. Yep. So people exaggerate things bigger than they are. It's a big drama.
It's all drama.
They get away with things, Kids get away with things.
Yes.
So a small game has limited value. It doesn't last long, right? So if you're playing life at a small game, it has limited value. And at some point, you've got to be prepared to step outside of that smaller game, because it also makes one wrong for a mistake. So quite often when people make a mistake, they're made wrong.
Yeah.
As opposed to, don't worry about it. Like, we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Learn from it. What are you going to do? What's good about it? What can you learn from it? But unfortunately, when people are playing a smaller game, others try and make them wrong for their mistakes.
And also, one wins by making others look bad.
Yeah, well, that's a big one.
You're not going with both winning. It's like, I'm going to win and you're going to lose.
Yeah, well, that's another big one. So a big game compassionately corrects one in an empowering way, right? So we empower people that are playing a bigger game, and it makes them feel good. They feel better, and they're supported, right? So people that are going for a big game are supported by positive people.
Yes.
They're people that are not competing with them. Now, in a big game, one corrects themselves privately and praises publicly. I loved that quote. So I'll say that again. In a bigger game, one, as in a person, one corrects themselves privately and praises publicly.
Okay.
So you're giving praise, you're edifying others,
Yep.
You're acknowledging other people's results, other people's successes.
And you help critique and help people in the background where no one sees.
Yeah. And
rather than calling them out in front of everybody.
Yep. But you also correct yourself privately as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do you do? What do we do about, overcoming a small game and playing a big game? Well, first thing is you've got to ignore the small game to the best of your ability. So ignore what goes on with people that are playing a small game to the best that you can.
Yep.
Right? That's the first thing.
And you want to learn to manage minor things. So what is it? Don't sweat the small stuff.
Don't sweat the small stuff. So if minor things are going on in your life, don't let it derail you. Just move forward powerfully. Go, okay, we've gone over a bit of a speed bump here. We need to adjust.
Yeah.
We need to adjust and maybe make a bit of a course correct, and then we move forward again.
Yeah.
So what else, Lee? Keep your focus on the major things. It's a bit like keep your focus on the major prize, right?
Yep.
Or the major goal. So keep your
the
focus.
main thing the main thing.
That's another good saying. Keep the main thing the main thing. And don't sweat the small stuff. And this will make a difference when you are trying to move out of playing a small game into playing a bigger game.
Yeah.
Now, be aware, however, that when you play a bigger game, you are going to become the target.
Yes.
For who?
For the small-minded.
Small-minded. So if you all of a sudden decide that you want to play a bigger game, what's going to happen?
People are going to chase you down and try and pull you back.
They are. People are going to disagree with you.
Yeah.
They're going to tell you what they think of what you're doing. They're also going to criticize you. And I always say to people, look, is that person that's telling you stuff, are they earning a lot of money? Like, what qualifies them to give you their opinion?
Yeah.
Right? So be aware as you play the bigger game that you will create a target on your back from those that are small-minded. Now, what do? We do, and we experience this. We do in our life, right? We create success in our business, yet we get attacked on TikTok by small-minded people
And Facebook
who put comments
And Instagram.
who
And
put
everywhere.
comments on things and try and pull us down. Right?
We laugh and block and delete.
Exactly. Does it bother us?
All my moderators just block them.
Does it bother us? No, it doesn't bother
No,
us, right?
doesn't.
So it's water off a duck's back. And at the end of the day, they're just jealous and they don't know what they're doing and
Hey.
they're not happy in life. They got nothing better to do. So good luck to them. All right, so be aware as you play the bigger game, and there will be those, however, on the oppositely, there'll be those people who support you.
Yes.
And there'll be those people who back you. And there'll be those people who...
Strengthen you.
Absolutely. So find the people who are going to support you, back you, and strengthen you. Surround yourself with people that are creating the results that you want in your life, not those that are playing a smaller game.
Yes.
All right? You've got to disassociate yourself with people that are playing a small game. So in life, things will be a certain way, and your life can be authentic. You'll increase your enjoyment by playing a bigger game. What else, Lee?
Increase your power personally.
Yeah, your own personal power. You will increase it by playing a bigger game. And you'll create a more satisfying, successful, and extraordinary life experience by doing these things. Now, many people in life wish to play a bigger game.
And only very few actually do.
Only a few do. Why is that?
I think some people are not willing to do what's required.
Yeah. So we have another saying that the successful people do the things that unsuccessful people are not prepared to do.
Yep.
So if that means get up earlier, if that means go to bed later, if that means
Do more.
working your business alongside of your job to get it up and running and to get it started, like what are you prepared to do to create success in your life? Or are you just prepared to go to work, do a job and come home and that's it, right?
Yep.
So many people are out there that wish to play a bigger game, but as you said, only a few will actually do it. Now, create new friends by playing a bigger game. You are going to create a new circle of influence. You're going to create new
Absolutely.
friends. What else are you going to do?
Create your own self-respect.
Yep. And you're also going to, and this is going to earn yourself. So you will earn yourself more respect as well from people around you. So not only do you gain self-respect, but you earn it.
Yes.
All right. And your self-esteem is going to grow.
Yep. Well, that's important.
You're going to build confidence.
Yes.
You're going to be happier. You're going to bounce out of
You're
bed
gonna love
because
life more.
Exactly. You're going to love life.
Love life.
All right. So big gamers, what do? Big gamers do, however, encounter some disappointment from time to time. But guess where it comes from? It comes from a smaller gamer attacking them.
Ah.
So people that are playing a small game will go after the people that are playing a bigger game. Why? Because they're jealous.
Yes.
Because they don't want those people to be successful. It's a bit like tall poppy syndrome. Let's pull them back down. You can't be doing that.
Well, if I can't be successful, neither can you.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, some people think like that. So, however, with a clear conscience and with you operating on purpose, that's a big thing. You've got to be operating on purpose. You can rebound pretty quickly from being attacked from a small gamer.
Sounds
All right.
like basketball.
Yeah. So
You had to throw in like the sporting thing.
so you can rebound quickly after being attacked by the small gamer, right? Play the bigger game, and find another big gamer to fill the spot. In other words, surround yourself with people that are playing a bigger game. So when I came into this industry almost 14 years ago, Lee, what I knew to be true was that there was people out there creating success in life. And if I wanted to create more success in my life than what I'd been able to do working for others, then I needed to find people that were creating success.
Yes.
Learn what it is that they were doing and then go do it, right? So you're getting mentored by successful people.
Yep.
You're learning from successful people. You're learning skills, life skills. You're learning tools. You're learning how to show up. You're conscious of your language. We're always conscious of our own language in the way that we speak, but we also are conscious of the people we talk to, aren't we?
Yeah, totally.
About what words are they choosing to use? Are you using empowering words or disempowering words? So if you're playing a bigger game, you've got to be on purpose. You've got to be bold. You've got to be out there, and you've got to be surrounding yourself with people that are on purpose, who you aspire to. Now, when I came into this industry, I saw people that were successful, and I aspired to create the life, the freedom, the flexibility, the income, the fun that they were having in their life.
Yep.
What about you?
Exactly that.
Exactly that?
Exactly that.
Yep.
That's why I hunted you down.
That's right. So you saw people that were creating success, and you thought, well, I want what they've got.
Yep. And I want him. No. No, I didn't do that.
And you got me.
I actually didn't. But yes, exactly.
So we've got to play life. We've got to play life at a bigger game, and that's really important because you can't. Nothing changes if nothing changes.
That's right. You can't be doing the same thing and expect a different result.
That's it. You can't. So that's our topic for this evening. Guys. Playing a bigger game. Had nothing whatsoever to do about sport, but we threw a little bit in there. Michelle said she loves this. Gabby Viner said, at the end of the day, we all have our own lives to live, and the only person we are responsible for is ourselves. We get to choose what that life is going to be like and who is in it.
Absolutely, Gabby.
And that's very true, because we do. We choose the people that we want to surround ourselves with. And if people aren't serving you in your life and they're playing a smaller game, then maybe you've just got to distance yourself from some of these people. Hello, honey.
Hey, honey.
Thanks for joining us.
I laughed. I had a chat with honey earlier. I said, I love your name because I get to go, hey, honey.
And it reminds me of the movie Honey, which my daughters loved when they grew up, honey. So that inspired me. I said to Lee when she said, she prefers to go by Honey. I said, okay, great. I said, that's a great movie too. Julie Jeffrey said, thank you for this. Christina says, full ownership. I love it. Thanks, Christina. Appreciate you being here and joining us. Pam Scott says, thanks, guys. Thanks, Pam. Thanks for your comments. Anyone else got any comments before we sign off? And what else have we got going on this week? We had a super busy week last week. We were hosting training streams for our company. We were hosting business plan streams for our business associates. We did our Facebook Live. We had an awesome weekend catching up with friends.
We did.
Which turned into an early morning.
Very early morning.
Bernie said, gratitude, Lee and Simon, for inspiring me to play a bigger game. Thanks, Bernie. Karen says, always play a bigger game, only way to go. Cheryl Mapp says, good topic. Thanks, Cheryl. What do we got? Mark says, great advice, Simon. Love it. Thanks, Mark. Nicole says, thanks, guys. Always love hearing your thoughts. Melinda says, thanks for inspired. Thanks, I'm inspired. Awesome. Kimberly says, amazing. Awesome. All right, well, we will be back. I think that was episode 103. So we're going to be back next week.
Tuesday.
Same time, same channel, Loving Life Now. We'll have a brand new topic. It's got to do with, it's following up from a bigger game. Something about not quitting. That's what it is. Something about not quitting. But anyway, we'll have it up next week. We'll be back here 7:30 Brisbane time on Loving Life Now. Everyone have a wonderful week, whatever's ahead of you. Have a great weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here on Facebook next Tuesday evening. Thanks, everyone.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks very much, Sue. Thanks, Kylie. Have a great evening, everyone. Thanks, Peggy.